On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from inside the 5. That's complete right side to Lazard. Touchdown! Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. That's a good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Brought down back at the 45-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down there for Sutton, and he had over 800 yards for Denver last season. Productive, tall target, the Broncos going to make sure they hang on to despite increased trade interest.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. On first and 10, it's Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, they'll run it here. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Escaping the pressure right.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos 45-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, That guy's invaluable.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second down, Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Hamler, the motion man left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. And got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tommy Tremble, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Jets. Tommy Tremble, 33 yards.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Breece Hall,
27 yards.
and the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
24. Broncos 10. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Let's go now.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
It's now 4th down.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
And the Jets first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.